a vulnerable side to them and talk about our own stories. I find that many CEOs today aren't vulnerable. I, for one, was not very good at being vulnerable. When I wrote the book, though, I was just taken back at how many people who I met for the first time were so open and honest and vulnerable with myself. And it got me thinking, well, if they can do it, why can't I do it? Right. And if I start to show some of that vulnerability at work, if I start to give a little bit of space and more time for that conversation, would that then make it just more open for others and more safe for others to have the conversation? Because if I'm not having that conversation and saying, here's my own journey, then they may feel that it's not okay for them to open up as well. Mm-hmm. Right. I'd just be curious, like you as CEO, right? You've got all these different businesses. How do you do that with your own employees?
Yeah, I think it's for me, it comes to the balance. So vulnerability is a great point, and I really appreciate that, because I do agree that if you create space to share what you're going through with your teams, they then have the permission to do the same. And I think I was mentioning when we did a panel at Calm Coast a month ago or so, I was talking about a client of mine that I was coaching who's the CEO of a very large corporation. And we'd gone through a transformation. They were saying to me, Jay, I'm feeling good. And I was like, great. Well, you should tell your team about your journey. And they were like, how can I tell them?
Right.
And I said, what do you mean? And they said, well, if I tell them, they're going to think I'm weak. And I was like, no, I promise you, they're going to think you're strong. Mm-hmm.